thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here. I just wanted to remind you, 5 minutes. Let me know when my 5 minutes part is up. Then I'll show the rest. This is an etrog. Can you say etrog? Raise your hand if you've never seen one. Come on up high. Okay, good. So this smells awesome. You stick your thumb in there, and it's really amazing. It's sweet, it's fragrant, and it's tasty. Right now, tonight is Sukkot. Can you say Sukkot? Sukkot is, or Feast of Tabernacles. It's in the Bible. Jesus said, who said, I'm in the light of the world, and I'm living waters. He said it at the Feast of Tabernacles in Jerusalem. It's in the Bible. And in Israel, tonight, well, it's already tonight over there. So right now, they're running around with these and these lulav things, these tall harvest stalks, date palms and myrtle and willow and this, and they're praying at the Jerusalem, at the wall or in these outdoor huts. The Israelites for 40 years were wandering in huts, and they had little tabernacles. So this is, God said in the Bible, he said, okay, forever, I want you to remember how I provided for you, where there wasn't service master, there wasn't roofing, there was in fact no roof, right? They were living in the desert. So that I provided food for you and everything. And so he wants us to remember that. And so that's what happens for 7 days, celebrating in these sukkahs, eating there, sleeping in them, and smelling. They could spend $100 on these because they're looking for the best one, because this symbolizes a person who is fruitful and prays, but they also do good deeds. They don't just sit alone in their closet and pray or something. They actually do something. So they're fruitful and they smell good. Okay, who wants to be like that? Yes? Woo. Come on, let's be like an etrog. Okay. So yellow is the color today, because I'm going to inspire you to take, somebody at your table is going to please grab that yellow bag. It's a free gift. I'll get you more if you want. And it'll be a way for you to do a good deed. Okay? Yes? Good idea? Okay, that's a gift for you. Oh, yes, the applause. So I'm telling you this is because last year I was in Israel during this season. And who's heard of October 7th? Okay. Well, the biblical calendar is not the same as our solar calendar. So Sukkot was happening in Israel during October 7th. The last day of the festival was Simchat Torah. Can you say that? That means joy of the Torah. It's a day when everybody's dancing in the streets and running around in circles in the synagogue with Torah scrolls, and there's loud music. Actually, in Israel, Feast of Tabernacles is like Christmas in the West. Who's been to Israel during Feast of Tabernacles? Anybody? Okay, it's an amazing time to go. It's like party land. Mark, it's party time over there. Okay, it's party land. So could you imagine? I took my daughter, Dr. Rachel Towns from Careful Women, and my 2 little redheaded grandchildren to Israel last year, and we were rolling with our stroller to the synagogue in Jerusalem when rockets started reaching to Jerusalem. And you have the alarms go off, and you have 10 seconds to find the shelter. I'm pushing the stroller. My daughter ran off with our friend to one location. I didn't know where they went. So I found some cement to hide under. And they kept coming, but they have the Iron Dome that are interfering these rockets. In any case, it was hard to celebrate in the synagogue that morning for me. It was unbelievable to see the rabbi stand in front of the synagogue. He still didn't put his yarmulke on. He has a honking gun on his hip. Yeah. And because he's a paratrooper, he's ready to get called out. We did not know the extent of the massacre or any of that, what was happening yet. It took like hours till the word got out. But there was an unbelievable rockets everywhere. And we had to get out it was very traumatic. Could you imagine big holiday time and no one's on the streets? Everyone is told to stay inside. Empty, Jerusalem empty. And we were not allowed to leave our hotel. In any case, we were able to get out, thank God. Turkish Air was the only airline that did not cancel flights, and we were able to get out. And as we all know, what happened there that day, right? 1,200 people were massacred, killed, and that's equivalent to, I think it's 4,000 or 40,000 Americans being killed in a day. So, in any case, I did not believe that I would be running and hiding. My parents were Holocaust survivors, running and hiding from the Hungarian Nazis who were shooting Jews, capturing them, and tying them together, their feet, three of them, and shooting the one in the middle into the Danube to save bullets. And it was my father was a textile engineer, PhD, owned many businesses. And it was his business friends. It was this kind of people that hid him in Budapest, risked their lives, and took turns hiding him. But all of his brothers and sisters and father lived in a village. The neighbors turned them in, and in a day they were taken to Auschwitz and gassed and burned in the ash pits of Auschwitz. So you guys you're doing business here, but who knows, one day you might be called on to help one another in a very amazing way. So I just wanted you to know that when I came back from Israel last year, around this time, I was having our grand opening of our Holocaust Garden of Hope. A month later, we had over 600 people arrive because they realized then, people who came, I don't know anybody here, did anybody go to that? Raise your hand if you came. Okay, thank you. They realized that really this anti-Semitism is real. It hasn't stopped. It just morphed to anti-Israel. Anti-Semitism is now anti-Israel. That's the new virus. It morphs. So I just want to let you know, real quick, I'll show this PowerPoint. I have 2 more minutes. If the only thing you get from me today is, please take one of the bags to do our Upstander Stone project, where we're remembering 1.5 million children who were killed just for being Jewish in the Holocaust. And it's a wonderful project to do with your kids, to do with your book club or whatever. And if you want more, let me know. I have a little chart here. If I could take your name and get you a free bag, okay? It's a wonderful project. And those stones will then be placed in the Holocaust Garden of Hope. If you want to help support us, I gave you this. You could become a member. You could put your business name in our pavers. We have a paver, pavers there. You could put your marketing company. Are you in Spirity? And Spirity just donated $300,000. I have other smaller businesses, of course, that's corporate, who have their names in the garden as well. So please research that. And you can sponsor these bags for the school district here. We're about to go into Montgomery School District. And one of those bags helps sensitize the hearts of the Holocaust to a classroom. So $30 a bag pays for a whole classroom. We give them to the schools. We don't charge anybody. We just pay it forward. So if you want to sponsor like bags, $500, whatever you give, we will put your business card. We'll say that this bag was sponsored by this company, and we put you on the website. Okay? Did you hear that? That's our way to help you with, meaningful marketing. So just run this real quick. And these are some of the amazing stones that people paint. That's the garden. Who's never seen it? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, this is a quick quick view of it. We're building Exhibit 3, which is about the web of deception and propaganda, which is what seeded the Holocaust in the people. So Exhibit 3 is just started yesterday. They're building. It'll be done at the end of November. And it's always free. Okay, you can bring your kids, go to dinner, and learn about this is only about children who were persecuted and about children of Nazi descendants who are repentant, that exhibit, and children rescuers. We're doing all kinds of stuff. We're taking the garden virtual and going into 10 school districts with our stone project, and we're working with Fortnite. We're signing the contract where this exhibit will be a place where all of these young kids will visit the garden virtually. Is that not cool? Come on. Can I get a hand for that? Because that's the next generation we want to reach. So these are the different projects. I already told you. Who's heard of the March of Remembrance? Raise your hand. Okay, please come. That'll be in January this year. And all kinds of stuff. We're working the Boy Scouts, Luc Bernard, who I told you about with the Fortnite. Keep going. You could become a member. Please consider that. Throw that away at your home. Don't let me see that you didn't take those papers home. And these are mini lessons we have at the garden. And that was our grand opening with all our VIPs and young children. That's the stones. That's where they go. The stone projects will go here that you paint or whatever. Can't take the bag home without filling out the form and giving it to me today. And thank you.